Hello, I'm Kayleen Dethridge, Cascade Pacific Council's Family Scouting Volunteer Chair.
And I'm Claire Osterman, the Director of Family Scouting in Cascade Pacific Council.
We're filming this video today for those of you that didn't have a chance to attend one of our Family Scouting town halls. Our intent is to share with you the latest information about Family Scouting in our council and help you get ready to get started on February 1st.
We're so excited to be able to film today from our Scout shop at the Cascade Pacific Council office. It's a wonderful resource for us. Kayleen's holding some of our new uniform pieces, and I'm holding the new Cub Scout handbooks, which actually have Scouts featured in them with the Cascade Pacific Council patch.
In recognition of the efforts of the Cascade Pacific Council as an early adopter welcoming girls into Cub Scouting, the National Office has featured our council patch on some of the youth in the new Cub Scout handbook.
Just check out page 8 of the Tiger Handbook. You'll see our patch there.
Yay! So to get started today, we want to share with you a video clip that was shot back in January when we welcomed girls into Cub Scouting.
Needs to be fierce and strong. Because he's actually part of my family and I really like when he's here. That helps me feel welcomed.
I just feel like it's good because I don't feel like it's fair if boys just get to go into and excluding.
So many of our girls are already unofficially attending scouting events. They're there because their families are there. Now they get to wear the uniform, they get to earn the badges and the rank advancement.
I'm so excited to get my Eagle Scout one day, and I just love to be out at Cub Scout.
Wow, doesn't that video show just how excited girls are to get involved in scouting? In video 1, we will help you decipher fact versus fiction and everything you need to know about family scouting.
You know, there's a lot of information that's out there these days. So many of us are excited about family scouting. There's a lot of information on social media, and it's hard sometimes to know what's accurate and what isn't. In our video today, the only information that we're going to share are facts that we've been able to verify are accurate. And that's our way of helping you decipher what we know we can rely on and what is still in the realm of speculation, and we're waiting to find out whether or not that's a fact we can count on in the future.
Let's get started.
2018 is not the first year that we've invited girls into the Boy Scouts of America. In fact, our exploring programs have been open to girls for over 40 years. In 1972, the first 2 female rangers began working at Philmont, and venturing, which started in 1998, has been co-ed since its inception.
In January of this year, we started to invite girls to our Cub Scout programs. Now you can find girls in many of our Cub Scout packs in Cascade Pacific Council, and you can find new materials in the Scout shops like our Cub Scout handbooks that feature girls in Cascade Pacific Council. Starting next year, in February, we'll invite girls to an older program called Scouts BSA. You'll be able to find many materials in the Scout shop starting January 2019 for older girls in our programs.
So how will Scouts BSA work? Beginning February 1st, chartering organizations can choose to remain an all-boy troop, new chartering organizations can choose to charter an all-girl troop, or chartering organizations can serve boys and girls in a linked troop. We'll talk more about this model later in our presentation.
The linked troop model allows organizations to identify the option that worked best for their communities, allows flexibility for chartered partners, allows boys and girls to learn and grow at the pace that is unique to their development, and most importantly, allows us to introduce scouting to more families.
There's a lot of information to sort through when it comes to family scouting. So now that you know the basics, let's decipher some fact versus fiction.
Is there a new name?
Yes, there is. Scouts BSA.
As we enter a new era for our organization, it is important that all youth can see themselves in scouting in every way possible. That is why we're proud to announce that Scouts BSA is the new name for the Boy Scout program. Scouts BSA perfectly represents the new inclusive program for older Scouts that the Boy Scouts of America is proud to offer. The name change will be effective in February 2019, when Scouts will begin welcoming girls and boys.
So why Scouts BSA? Because it builds on the legacy of the Scout name. The Scout meetings, Scout camp, the Scout handbook, and Scouts themselves. We have more than 108 years of heritage and tradition built on the Scout name. The organization name will continue to be the Boy Scouts of America. The BSA will continue to build the future of Scouting with Scouts BSA, as we deliver character and leadership and offer a path to the rank of Eagle Scout for both boys and girls. Will girls have different requirements or be in a different program?
No, girls will have the same requirements and they'll be in the same program as the boys, similar to our Cub Scout program.
That's terrific, because I think at the end of the day, what we're really looking for is to see girls advance through the same rank advancement, the same skill building, the same learning, and the same opportunities to grow in leadership and character development that our young men have relied upon for decades. You know, all of the young women that Claire and I have talked to are looking for exactly the same program as our young men. They want to hike just as far, they want to earn the same requirements and the same merit badges. They're looking for the Scouting program just the way it's been developed and delivered for decades. So Claire, can linked troops have the same unit number?
Yes, linked troops can have the same unit number. They can also choose to have different unit numbers. There's a lot of flexibility with our linked troops. We don't know yet how we'll decipher between troops that have the same unit number, but as soon as we learn, we'll let you know. So Kayleen, should we recruit new leaders for our units?
That's an easy one. Absolutely. We always need more adult volunteers in our programs. So as we introduce new families to Scouting and we get the chance to interact with new parents, we hope you'll be recruiting them to take an active role in those new units.
Family Scouting is our answer to serving today's families who are busier and more diverse than ever. Yes, all families have less free time, but more than 1/3 of parents feel they spend too little free time with their kids, and millennial parents are desperate to spend more time interacting with their kids. Scouting provides the opportunity they've been looking for.
Can we all meet together?
Yes, linked troops can meet together. In this type of meeting, they would gather together, and then they would split into their patrols to work on their activities, to make progress towards their rank advancements, and then they'd come back together at the end of the meeting for a closing activity.
I hope what you're hearing is that this model provides a lot of flexibility. Each unit's going to get the chance to figure out what's going to work best for the young men and the young women in their unit, and to function in a way that helps their youth advance as successfully as possible. So Claire, I've heard that we need to have 5 girls to get started. Is that true?
Well, technically we don't need to have 5 girls to get started. We can get special approval to start a new unit with less than 5 youth. However, we know that Scouting is a lot more fun with our friends, and we'll be able to have a much more successful Scout troop with more youth involved. If a unit doesn't have enough girls to start a new troop, can they just add girls to a current patrol or just add girls right to their troop?
No. Boys and girls need to be in separate units. It's important that we maintain the integrity of the current structure, allowing boys and girls the opportunity to grow and explore at their own unique pace, the pace that is best suited to their development. We know it may feel a little overwhelming, but with every new youth comes a whole new set of parents to your program. Some of those parents are going to be Eagle Scout dads who only have daughters, moms who are excited to share the Scouting program with their daughter, just as they did with their sons, and some will be brand new to the program and eager to help out. By maintaining separate patrols, we allow our Scouts to develop and to grow at a pace that works for them.
Are we competing for girls with the Girl Scouts of America?
No. The Girl Scouts and other organizations across the country all have the same goal in mind: helping our youth grow into better citizens. We celebrate all youth-serving organizations with an emphasis on character development here in the Cascade Pacific Council.
It is important that when we engage in conversations about the Girl Scouts of America and other youth-serving organizations, that we continue to celebrate the growing number of options kids can be involved with in our communities. Are there new uniforms?
Actually, there are new uniforms. We're showing you a couple examples of the new uniform options for girls that were introduced in January when the Cub Scouting program opened up.
And we're looking forward to uniform pieces for older girls being available in the Scout shop in January 2019.
We're pretty excited about this one.
So, Kayleen, are girls going to be able to become members of the Order of the Arrow?
For those of you that know me, you'll know I'm excited to answer this one. Yes, girls are going to be able to join Order of the Arrow.
Are there any other changes to the membership requirements?
There are. A couple of big ones, actually. Starting in February, for the first time, girls and boys in both our Venture Crews and in Sea Scouts will be able to hold elections and become members of Order of the Arrow. Last fall, the Cascade Pacific Council's Volunteer Board of Directors voted to implement the strategic goal of having the number of girls equal the number of boys in our council within the next 5 years. This mountaintop goal is an example of the commitment we have to serving girls in the Cascade Pacific Council. With this in mind, we're doing all that we can today to prepare for hundreds of girls to enter scouting now and in the coming years. Thanks so much for tuning in today, giving us the chance to share with you the most up-to-date information that we have about family scouting.
Visit our website at cpcbsa.org/family scouting to find the most up-to-date information, including other training videos with more information about family scouting. There you can also find a survey to let us know if your unit will be participating with a linked troop.